Hey rum friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I have yet another brand new rum cocktail for you. This is number 21. Now this one had a slight little hitch when I was creating it. The original ingredient I used, it was a good cocktail, but it wasn't a truly fantastic cocktail. So when I'm talking you through how to make this, I'll show you what I did and how I fixed the cocktail. This one's got a lovely sort of pineapple-y, gingery note to it. Lovely sort of tropical rum vibes coming through there. So let's dive in. So this is recipe number 21, and I've called this the Island Overdrive. I tell you, coming up with 100 brand new cocktails, the names kind of get a little bit hard, but we're going to go for it. So first ingredient, I'm going to start with my rum. Remember, in the description of this video, the recipes will all be there. You'll get lots of discount codes in there as well. Plus, you'll also get the opportunity to download my free rum PDF ebook. So dive into the description, and I'm going to give you ingredient swaps after I've made the cocktail. So first ingredient, 45 ml, 1.5 ounces of my aged rum blend. I'm using Dropworks. As always, I'm going to build out the sour element. So I've got 30 ml of lime juice here. Now, just to very quickly butt in, if you're a home bartender and you see some of the things that's fine as cool in the Real and the citrus juice is too big and you think, oh, I wish I could get smaller. Master of Mixes, aka Finest Cool, aka Real, aka ABM, have sent me their little collection, which is ideal for you guys at home. And if you're UK, there'll be a 10% discount code to get hold of all those. And yes, the lemon and the lime juice and the sugar and the triple sec and all that, it's exactly the same stuff as Finest Cool. They've just rebranded it as Master of Mixes for the home bartenders. Right, next ingredient, agave nectar is one of my sweeteners, 10 ml. Another one of my sweeteners is falernum syrup, and this is from Bristol here in the UK. Again, another 10 ml, love falernum. Now I want some luscious pineapple flavours, so I've got the chinola liqueur out here. 20 ml of this little bad boy. Now this is where the original recipe that I did went slightly wrong, because I did create it with King's Ginger, and that was the cocktail. And when I sort of made it, I was like, oh, that is lacking something. It was kind of a short cocktail. I served it on the rocks, sort of tumbler, double old-fashioned glass on ice. But it was tasty, it was good. But it was one of those that I was just, I'm not sure that I would put that on a cocktail menu as is. So for this version, I've done away with the King's Ginger, but I still wanted ginger. But I wanted another ingredient to come out here. So I've got liquor 43, a vanilla liqueur. I'm using that. Again, just 10 ml of liquor 43. Now, to sort of replicate that ginger flavour in the cocktail, what I actually did was then add ginger beer instead of ginger liqueur. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly shake up and then we'll serve it. Right, nicely shaken. So I've got a highball glass. Remember, there's Urban Bar discounts in the description as well. Just going to strain that into my highball, and I'm going to top up with this gorgeous ginger beer from Gosling's. It's probably about 60 to 75 ml there. That is absolutely top draw. Oh, I'm so happy with that now. So happy. The ginger swap definitely works. Turning that into a long cocktail is fantastic. Absolutely delicious. Get that lovely sort of juicy pineapple note. Pineapple with that sort of falernum spices with that ginger is just a beautiful, beautiful cocktail. And you just get this subtle, like in the background, this subtle little hint of sort of vanilla notes coming through, which I think sort of tricks your mind to add to the sweetness, but kind of just gives you this lovely flavour. So if you haven't got any of those ingredients, well, what could you use instead? Now let's start off with the rum. This is my aged rum blend. So I've got a bit of barrel drop in there. So it's predominantly barrel drop with a bit of dark drop and actually a little bit of funk drop in there. So it's got funky notes. I'm not going to say it's reminiscent of a Jamaican rum because it's not, but it has got slightly more to it than your typical sort of Mount Gay or Appleton. If I was going to go a swap there, actually Appleton 8-year-old might be a great shout for there. But look, if you haven't got anything like that, will your Mount Gaze work and all things like that? Yes, of course they will. Next up, let's focus on the sweeteners. Now, agave, so you get here in the UK, I'm assuming it's the same like in the US and around the world. You get agave nectar, agave syrup in every single supermarket, in every single health food shop. And I love agave instead of like demerara sugar. If I'm sort of creating a cocktail where I'm thinking, oh, this would go really well with demerara, I typically these days swap to agave because it just gives me like a richer note that I really, really love. So that's why I kind of use agave. My falernum, look, yes, I'm team GB, so I kind of support British brands where possible, where I think they're like on a world-class level sort of thing. This I much prefer to John D. Taylor's Velvet Falernum. For me, it's not even a question. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous falernum liqueur. Now, I know to the vast majority of you, you'll probably have JD Taylor's. That's absolutely fine. It's going to give you similar vibes. Of course it is. But this one, because it's a syrup, it's just got more oomph. And I think this actually got a little bit more spiced. And because I kind of like spiced rums as well, I think I just really think this works so much better, but that's my opinion. Right, the Chinola pineapple again. You know, I've said it quite a few times in there. Is this a luxury product? Yes, I keep this in the fridge. If you are low volume, if you're only going to be using a tiny bit of this like every few weeks, I don't think it's necessarily the product for you, but it tastes gorgeous. Will it keep not in the fridge? I'll be honest, I don't know. I haven't tried it. It is like Dominican Republic rum blended with fresh Dominican Republic pineapples. I would say it's a risky product. Therefore, you would probably go something like Giffard's Caribbean. What is it? The Caribbean pineapple, I think, is an incredible pineapple liqueur. You could possibly even replicate that with like pineapple juice. You get the similar flavours with a touch of pineapple juice in there. But I just think these are fantastic liqueurs. As I say, I do keep mine in the fridge, but they taste incredible. Kept in the fridge, they'll last flipping ages. Of course they will. But out on your back bar, I'm not too sure. I think most of you know what Liquor 43 is. 43 herbs and spices, but the overriding flavour is vanilla. So the only other thing to really sort of shout about, if you haven't watched the Dark and Stormy video, is this ginger beer. New to me. Gosling sent it to me. I would liken this very much in the old Jamaica camp as opposed to the Fever Tree camp. Okay, very different tasting ginger beers. But the thing I really like about this, it hasn't actually got that much gas, that much fizziness to it. So for little old me in my old age, actually a non-really massively carbonated ginger beer is perfect. But so again, what I'm getting at, it's got a little bit more sweetness to it than Fever Tree. I just think it's delicious. So let me know in the comments, did I do right by swapping the King's Ginger to a ginger beer and the vanilla liqueur, Liquor 43? How would you riff this cocktail up? Are you looking at it going, actually, don't do ginger, do this instead? How would you put your spin on this cocktail? Let me know in the comments below. And then diving up on screen, if you're watching this in a few days' time, will be recipe number 21. If not, there'll be a video that I've already done, a cocktail that I've already done. Right, cheers. Let's dive into this. This one's getting finished. I love it. Oh my God.